what have you got the strings doing at that point? And then just play it as it's written.
After that, minor. We're doing major, but then on the you want to shout it where it was.
I think I've always looked at clarinetists, any prominent clarinetists who I've liked, Barney Biggard, Archie Semple, people like that. They always did it was sort of the next thing that they could do, or something they could do. And I found the Barney Biggard ones over the last 3 years. I discovered this stuff he did with a arranger called Roger Kay. When I discovered it, it was brilliant, you know, hearing Barney Biggard playing that setup. And I think the setup was with double bass and then string quartet and guitar. And when I heard it, I just went, I've got to do this. I have to do this.
Take one.
At the end of 2019, I was in Paris and I met an arranger called Philippe Maniez. And we did some recordings in a studio. We did one of Poor Butterfly and one of Basin Street Blues with strings and with a quartet. And I just thought, I've got to do an album. It's time. I've got to do it. And I want this guy to arrange some of my original music. And that's what I've done. When you said do it here, I was very, very relieved. Like, you know, the thought of going to somewhere else, you know, a studio in town, or, you know, I can walk in here, I know how to make a cup of tea. Do you know what I mean? I know where I'm going to go, I know where the toilet is, I know where this is, I know my way around, you know, and that means a lot, to be relaxed in a space. And I was 100% relaxed and felt good. It feels like the place, you know, I feel at home here, so that's good. And playing in here is wonderful. The sound's great, you know. What a great space this is, you know, to be able to do that. And all the different things that I've been involved with here is great. And every time I walk in, it looks different, but it always sounds good. And that's one of, you know, I was so pleased when you said, let's do it here, because there's so many times you walk into a studio to do something and you blow the clarinet and it's a dead sound. It's like, ah.
And you can't put that back with reverb?
No. No, you can't, because you're getting the immediate effects of me overblowing, trying to create my own sense of reverb. Going, why have I got no sound? Why is that? You know, and people go, it's great to record. It's a dead sound, it's really good to record. What, if you want loads of separation from everything? You know, one of the things the drummer, Shaney Forbes, said, and he was talking to some other people saying, I just done this recording, he said, it's amazing. He said, we all played so quiet. He said, it was so lovely. Like, we didn't have to play with headphones on. It was great. He was like, we all just played so quiet and played to each other and beautiful, you know. And for me, that is, I've just, yeah. Well, I was so pleased with how everything went.
And that should always be strong.
Five years ago, none of this was on the radar. None of it at all. 10 years ago, you wouldn't even be thinking like this. But 3 years ago, wrote a list, you know, in the pandemic. I said, right, this is what I want to do. These are some of the things that I want to happen. This is top of the list. Record an album with strings, have the strings arranged by Philippe Maniez. I want these people in my band, and I want this string section. I want it, and I want to record with Rupert. And it's all the things. It's like that's been done. The best microphone. What microphone is it?
It's a Brawner.
Yeah. I've always said it. It's from when you used it. You said, from the first time I did something here, you said, we've got to use this microphone. And then when I listened back to it, I was like, that is the only microphone that captures, because I feel I have it when I play the clarinet, that my sound is very big and wide. And a lot of the times when a microphone's capturing what I'm doing, it's only capturing this amount of it here. Whereas there's so much goes on around it, you know, and if it's not picking that up, then it's missing a lot of me. And when I listen to that, when I listen to anything you've recorded of me, any of the live streams, or especially on this recording, I can hear me, and that makes me happy, you know.
Right where Adrian does his pickup at the very beginning. Never mind, we're going to start 8 bars after that, because we only come in on 27. There's 8 bars of no strings,
Right.
only rhythm section, and then the strings start again, and that's where we want to record.
I remember when I first said it to you, and you said, well, you could do it here, you could do it there, you could do it there, but strings will record incredibly well in the Cove. I remember you saying that, and you were 100% right.
Where's that, sorry?
Each one bar 81.
8.
3. So it would sound like. Yeah, like that. We have a little bit of tempo just before we can compose it.
History between myself and you as friends and in a working capacity, we get on very well, and I've always said this, is whenever I'm around you, I'm not blowing smoke, but whenever I'm around you, I feel that everything I'm doing has a worthy cause. It feels like, oh, it's like, yes, of course you would be doing this. It's not like, oh, right, so what is it you're doing? It's like, oh, right, this is what you're doing, this is how best to do it, and we will do our best to make it as best as it can be, and it's all validated. And so I come here and I feel relaxed, and I feel what I'm doing is warranted in life, and that I'm doing the right thing, and as best as I can. So that's what I feel when I come here, and with everybody here, you know, not just you, everybody involved with Gun Hill.
It looks convincing.
Let's do that.
I don't even know what. Yes!
You want to start asking me? Nailed it again.
What's your case of guitar,
I liked how it was all set up, how everything worked, and how you recorded it, you know, going above and beyond, building. What did you build? The Decatron?
Decatron, not the Decatron.
What's a Decatron?
Decatron, that's a 70s sci-fi movie, it sounds like, doesn't it?
You went above and beyond building the Decatry.
What's that, Bob? BBC Parade?